Oh.
Off to the cinema.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch Creed 3.
Huh?
Creed 3.
Ah.
You know, from the Rocky movies.
Oh, Rocky movie.
Yeah, Creed 3.
Ah, 3.
Creed 3.
Ah.
Creed 3. He took a football scores. It's 3-2, mate.
Oh,
It's not.
it's that. Then it must be
boxing.
a stunt.
It's a boxing movie.
Boxing?
Yeah.
Ah.
He was very impressed by Creed 2, how well they
What is
filmed the
the actor's
boxing.
name?
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, I know
Yeah,
him.
you know him.
Yeah.
He remembers. It's just that when I say
Very
Creed
big
3,
man.
you'll forget. But when he watches it, he'll remember.
Smart man.
Smart man. Yeah. Smart man. He looks smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says that when someone looks, handsome, I guess. That's another word. That sort of smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, movie time is 7. It's 7:05. Hopefully we can get nachos and then we'll go in. There'll be 20 minutes adverts anyway. I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully it's a good sequel.
Bruce Willis dementia. Bruce
Oh,
Willis
yeah.
is suffering from dementia.
Grandad's got a movie news at the moment. Yeah, that's sad to hear. I did not expect to be talking about that in this vlog. But yeah, I've just come back from the Arsenal game. We won 3-2 in the last minute from 2-0 down. Amazing game. We'll talk about it in the car on the way here. And now we're at the cinema. Yesterday I did a 12-hour shift at work. So busy. Who needs rest, right? Tomorrow F1 is back. We waited in the queue. It's a full screen as well. So yeah, it's 7:16 now. We're cutting it very close. But yeah, I need to go to the toilet as well. You've never seen a fight like this?
No, fearsome.
Fearsome. Did you like it?
Yeah, I like it. I have never seen one.
You've never
I
seen?
have seen Silas alone for fighting.
Yeah.
Not this like that.
Not like this. Like in Rocky. Not like this.
Before final,
Yeah.
that man, his friend was fighting.
Yeah.
I thought it's heavy fighting.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan, no?
Michael B. Jordan, yeah. In a good way. The doors over there. Doors over there. Out of 10?
Out of 10, 9 I can. Yeah.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Given a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, yes.
I'll tell you my rating in a bit. I'm gonna, by the way, I just I agreed to overtime for tomorrow. I mean, I literally asked for it in fairness. I'm trying to just save money up for my holidays. I'm going on some expensive adventures this year, so gonna need it. So I'm doing half a day overtime tomorrow and then I'm gonna have enough time to watch F1 and also go cinema again because I'm gonna watch Cocaine Bear. That's gonna be in this vlog, so we'll move on. But yeah, for now, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Creed 3, but I'll give it a 6. And I'm giving it a 6 because it was rushed. I like the storyline. I think it works. I like how they're going differently to just fighting other Rocky movie sons. I think that's a good direction to go. And I feel like the direction they took, I think it worked for this franchise the way it has been going with the Creed movies. I think it worked for the Creed movies. I think it was a good idea for a storyline, and Jonathan Majors was a great casting choice for this particular storyline. I think it works really well. The issue is the pacing. It happens too fast. Literally everything happens too fast and too quick. The fights are cool when they happen, but they're all too short. Every fight in this movie is too short. As Grandad said though, it was brutal, it was crazy. Yes, it was brutal. It wasn't enough of it. It wasn't as drawn out as the first two Creed movies. And I think that's a big flaw, because one of the big reasons those first two Creed movies did so well is the way they filmed those fights, especially the end one. This one didn't have that. It had it, just not for a long time. I feel like even the last fight, it skipped so much of the fight that we could have had. It could have been so much better. It's not just the fights either. The story in general, it moves way too fast. The pacing does not work for me. It's a good story and a good concept. It's just, it either should be longer or it should be paced better. I don't know. I feel like it could have done with some scenes getting taken out. Some of the best scenes actually were him and his daughter. In this movie, he has a daughter who's deaf and he talks in sign language. They have some really nice father-to-daughter moments that I really enjoy in this movie. There's a nice family vibe there, but also a violent vibe as well, considering who the villain is, who the antagonist is, shall I say. It's a boxing movie after all. But yeah, look, I like the idea. I don't think they failed. I just feel like they paced it really badly. With great pacing, this could have been incredible. It just happened so quick, and sometimes they're adding random scenes that just happen out of nowhere, and you're just like, what just happened? But while you're thinking about that, the next scene's going. You're somewhere else already. It's happening too fast. That's the main thing. But I didn't hate it. It's not a bad movie. It's just the pacing. Pacing can really, like, a great story can be ruined by bad pacing. You got to pace it right. That's why you always see like deleted scenes and some good deleted scenes in other movies. You're just like, how could they have cut this out? How could they have cut this out? Why was this in the movie? Pacing. You got to get the pacing right. And there's a lot of studios that leave out good scenes for the good of the pacing, and it works. I say studios, also directors as well, obviously, because they're in charge, and producers. Sylvester Stallone is actually a producer on this. I don't know if he was, like, how much he was involved, but like Grandad noticed his name, he was just like, oh, Stallone produced it. No wonder there's so much boxing. I'm just like, yeah, mate, it's the Rocky franchise. I watched the Creed movies with him, so like he does remember. It's just that sometimes he forgets some details. But like, one thing about Grandad though, I go to the cinema with him sometimes, and half the time he's asleep. When he's awake, you know he enjoyed it. He never slept once in this movie, so that's one thing. And even when you consider there's only 3 fights, and all the fights are fairly short, he was awake the whole time. He was into it. So yeah, I liked it, but I can't say it's great because the pacing is the pacing. You have to get the pacing right, and it didn't get it right, unfortunately. So 6 out of 10. Anyway, Cocaine Bear, let's watch it tomorrow. Well, same vlog for you, but for me it's tomorrow after I work and watch the F1 race. Okay, it's Sunday evening. I'm back. I was watching the Liverpool game. They were 4-0 up when I left. It finished 7-0. They beat Man United 7-0. That's insane. Anyway, I'm off to see Cocaine Bear. I've seen just the trailer and the what it's about. Yeah, it's crazy. Someone loses a bunch of cocaine. I think a drug dealer. I can't remember. I only saw the trailer once. I saw it once and I thought, this sounds ridiculous. Let me watch it. A bear takes all the cocaine and it goes on a rampage while on cocaine. So a bear on cocaine goes to attack people. Yeah, it sounds ridiculous. It is ridiculous, and I'm gonna see how ridiculous it is right now. It's based on a true story, but it's not gonna be accurate. This one's a bit more dramatic and brutal, but there was genuinely a bear that got high on cocaine and got a bit crazy in America in the 80s. So yeah, it's inspired by that, but a crazier version, like a worst case scenario of that happening. I'm 10 minutes late, there's adverts anyway, but I gotta go in and I'll let you know how crazy it is when I get out. Hey, this is gonna be quick. That movie was definitely bonkers. It was definitely crazy. A lot of the bear sequences were good, although when the bear does attack people, they don't show enough of it. Most of the attack happens off screen, and I guess it's partly because it's so brutal, but the fact that they sold it as a bear attacking people, you don't see most of it. I'm just saying, it's like doing a horror movie and you don't, I mean, I guess they do that in horror movies anyway, actually, where you don't really see the attacks. But yeah, there is that sort of like thing. There's a lot of characters. There's drug dealers looking for the drugs. There's police officers. There's civilians because it's in a national park, so there's people strolling around. There's different storylines. The comedy. The fact that there's a comedy, actually, I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good way to, because it's exaggerated. It's not like exactly like the true story. It does include some real life people, and it's based on a true story, but it doesn't get this crazy as it did in actual real life. But in the movie, they make it a lot crazier. So the fact that it's a comedy does work, but the jokes are so off for me. Now, to be honest, humor, it is subjective. Maybe you might find it hilarious, but I found most of the jokes really cringy, and it kind of took me out of the movie a little bit. So sometimes it was funny, but mostly no. Yeah, this movie was all over the place. All over the place. I know it's just about a simple story about a bear on drugs, on a rampage, but it could have been done so much better. Yeah, it was just, I don't think it was worth my time, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10, because like, even if the story is not good, at least like get some good action out of it. You don't even see most of the action. You hear it most of the time. Anyway, this is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. There's a lot of movies coming out this month. There will be a vlog for watching. There's a 65 movie called 65 coming out. It actually looks really good based on the trailers, so I want to go and see that. And also Shazam 2. John Wick 4 is out this month as well, but I'm on holiday during that time. But hopefully when I come back, I can watch that as well. Yeah, goodbye.